What's up, everybody? My name is JG. I'm from the OG. Sitting here with Mr. It Ain't Happening, Mr. Erik Kappen. We're doing a little switch around. We also have behind the camera right now. Jesus Christ! I think I just had a seizure. We got Mr. Big John behind the camera today. We're switching things up a little bit. We're gonna bring in two gentlemen that are kind of responsible for why we're even here today. At this point, I'd like to introduce to you Uncle Chris. Welcome, sir.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
How are you doing, Chris?
Pretty good. How you doing, man?
Good. Also like to bring at this time, making it happen, Zach Kappen. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome.
Hi. JG from the OG. How you
Thank
doing,
you
man?
for being here.
Ain't happening, Erik Kappen, man.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you,
Big
guys.
John. How you doing?
You doing all right?
All right.
All right.
You know, been waiting for this moment for a while because
Okay.
we want to know the actual brains behind this operation that is 815 Local Jive. Tell me, Chris,
Okay.
your vision for all this. Where did all this come from? I'm assuming this came from you because you have a lot of visions.
Actually, no. You would be wrong.
Oh, I'm very sorry.
This
Please
would
correct
be.
me.
This would be Mr. Making It Happen, Zach Kappen's brainchild, and he approached me with the idea, and I'm like, "Fuck yeah, let's do it."
Perfect.
And go ahead.
I was gonna say it actually came from the idea from As One anyway, because you can't get up in this. It actually came from the idea of As One though, because it's like just basically running a website or any kind of promotion thing for everybody, just not being discriminatory, not worrying about like one genre of music, which we still have to branch out to others, but.
Right. I mean, as far as like a mission statement goes, I mean, what is a mission statement for 815 Local Jive?
Okay, I'll do that. Unless you want to do that.
Well, I can elaborate, covering everybody. Just,
All right.
just
As far as-
giving. The whole purpose to it is you got the website for if you're inviting a buddy of yours from work out to see the show. They've never seen the band, so you can say, "Hey, go to this site, check out what they sound like." It's good for the fans, so they can decide whether or not they want to spend the money on the cover or their Friday night going out.
Right.
And two, it's good for the bands because then they can use the videos on Facebook or whatever for promotion, send it to a new venue to be like, hey, this is what we sound like. It's a double whammy, so it helps everybody.
Yeah, it could be used. Actually, we've discussed building electronic press kits for band. That's one of the ideas that we have. So you guys would be able to, we'd make a YouTube video for you basically, and you can use that as an electronic press kit. So any professionally recorded material that you have, live footage that we come to the show to see, any flyer shows stuff coming up, we can put all that in like a 5-minute video.
Right.
Give you the link, and if you're trying to set up a show, Chicago, fucking Milwaukee, Madison, wherever, take that link, drop an email for a venue.
Right.
So, I mean, that's one of the ideas. But back when I got into patchwork, I was doing kind of these video diaries of shows, and I would do my special thanks and my VIPs and all that bullshit. When L.O.C. got back together, we were doing the Devil's Birthday Bash, and I was wanting to make a commercial. And I was going to use my little bullshit camera and go out there. Well, then I asked Ron Peake, I'm like, well, who is it that does you guys' videos? And Zach. Well, Zach had the green screen out at L.O.C. practice place, so
Right.
I'm like, fuck it, let's get together, let's do the commercial. And the first commercial we did was fucking badass. So then that was when Zach approached me about trying to do like a YouTube show, like a bi-weekly show or a monthly show where we would feature a band on every show, and then ideas flowed like a motherfucker from there.
Right.
What I like about it, and it's got to give a shout out to Ron Peake, Mike LeBay, Paul Bogdanos. We call ourselves the Four Horsemen. The camaraderie among the bands started with those 4 people,
Right.
myself included. But the idea for me, for 815 Local Jive, running off that camaraderie and the friendship is, yeah, you guys can go see a band. Shut up. You guys can go see a band, but you don't know the
Fuck you, camera
personalities.
guy.
Right.
That's all I'm going to say right now.
Heck off!
Damn bloody bastard. Okay.
There are some characters in these bands. There are personalities in these bands that you don't necessarily get to see on stage.
Right.
And I mean, we're all friends. Our kids play together.
Right.
You know?
Our children have dated.
Yes. Which is fucked up. But how long have we known each other?
High school, if not before.
No, it was before.
Yeah, well, actually, yeah, right in the track off Brook Road.
Right.
Yeah, I mean.
And I've known Erik forever. Just kind of know him through him.
Right.
But I mean, I wanted to run with the camaraderie. This show obviously spotlights a band and their talent, what they do. But like I said, man, you put a personality to the face. People get to know you.
Right.
I want to do a lot more with this show.
Right.
You know, it's going to be a skit show. It's going to be a promotional thing. We want to do the electronic press kits. And it all started with this guy.
Right.
It all happened with Zach Kappen.
But like going back to the As One thing, like you said, you know, As One is a pretty unique idea, concept that came together. And it's, you know, we've, as being part of As One myself, you know, it's been pretty awesome. I mean, we've had some good shows. We've had one or two really bad shows, but that shit happens no matter what. But overall, I mean, we've raised money, a ton of money for charity.
Thousands.
And that just proves that the Rockford scene, no matter what genre even, because we've got people in As One that really are outside
Right.
of our metal genre, metal community. And that shit usually doesn't happen very often where bands get along and it's always, you know, oh, hey, how you doing? You guys are awesome. And then you turn around, you guys suck. There is nothing going on like that with us. And it's that's the truth.
And what's cool about what I like to say the participating bands, all right? The bands that support one another.
Right.
What's cool about it is, you know, majority of us are heavier, all right? But we're not. I like country music. I like pop music. You know, I like the old school blues. And what's cool with As One is these. Man, I'm sitting between the Kappens. It's so fucked up. I just realized that. But what's cool about As One concept is you can step away from your norm, and
Right, absolutely. I mean, acoustic. A lot of, you know, none of our bands are doing any acoustic stuff.
I mean,
you know?
and what's badass is like all of a sudden, you know, like Heath Gruner. Yeah, he fronted By Tomorrow's End, but I didn't know he played guitar. I didn't know he played bass. I didn't know he played fucking drums.
Right.
And the dude can sing his fucking ass off.
Right.
He could sing in By Tomorrow's End, but
Yeah, and because it has one too. Now that Heath is not in that, you know, By Tomorrow's End anymore. Now they're starting a band, a cover band. With
I'm a grandpa.
What?
I'm a grandpa.
Oh yeah, because this is your baby, and they had an offspring.
Right.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's what I look
First your
at.
fucking cigars. But no, that's, you know, it's all come together. I mean, it just like I said, we're all like one big family, and that's rare in the music scene. Period. And that's why
I got off point what I was trying to say earlier, though.
About what?
About like with our bands being heavier.
Right.
We're all a different style,
Right.
and we support one another, and I think that's badass. Patrick being more thrash oriented. How would you guys categorize OG?
You know, everyone asks us that all the time. It's like Pantera-ish, I guess. I no one really compares to Pantera, but it's heavy, but it's not like screaming. Am I wrong? I mean, I don't know. It's hard to categorize
Sorry, you're
ourselves.
interviewing me.
I understand that, but it's hard to categorize ourselves. We're metal. It's still heavy.
What the fuck?
It's metal, straight up metal, in my opinion. You know.
And L.O.C., I mean, I'd say they're brutal groove. You guys are heavy as fuck, but you definitely got that groove.
Yeah, you okay over there? It ain't like a show unless you got some booty shaking, you know what I mean?
Right.
That's what it's all about, having a good time.
Right.
They're more in the booty shaking, more into the head banging. You know, they appeal.
But when you
they
get
appeal
booties,
to women better.
when you get booty
more.
shaking and head banging at the same time,
That's a good thing.
right?
Right.
It looks awkward, but
Can be dangerous.
Well, I don't care. That's
Can be
fine.
very dangerous.
right.
But no, as far as, you know, like I said, with the 815 local jive stuff, you guys are really doing a service to that's really not offered in this area. You guys plan on branching out into more just outside of our genre? Because for the most part, I know the bands that are involved are basically within our hard rock, heavy metal genre. You guys are wanting to branch out?
I would like to, because it was supposed to be originally just, anybody and everybody. But the problem is certain genres. It's kind of like, well, I got my feet wet with you guys, so obviously I follow you guys around.
Well, really, you got your feet wet with L.O.C.
Well, yeah, I'm talking about a genre total, like the rock scene type feet wet. I didn't go in with a bunch of people that only play country.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I feel you. I want to plug L.O.C. for 2 fine, upstanding, local, badass representatives. Because you guys helped Steve Peak, and we wouldn't have Zach without L.O.C.
Right.
Steve Peak, best fucking sound guy around,
By far.
making it happen. Zach Kappen.
Who does Steve work for?
JB Sound.
There we go. Gotta get a plug in there. Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, so Steve's
But no,
definitely good.
Yeah.
I mean,
You got any questions for him?
yeah,
I think he's still recovering.
yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
Yeah.
Should I switch spots?
No, I'll pass this round back to you.
Okay, thank you.
I'll take it
All
back.
right, that's fine.
He's still.
But I know, it's hard for. I know you guys want to branch out into other genres and whatnot, and have other people come in and help promotion or whatever. There is no support like the metal scene in this town. I mean, I don't know if the country bands are all getting together, doing shows together. I don't know if the acoustic bands are all getting together. I don't know if the pop bands are getting the cover bands.
Well, this town's clicky.
It is clicky, but one problem I've noticed,
And it's
was wait,
venue clicky. Sorry.
yes, I know it's funny. Listen,
I love when you grab me like that.
I know you do.
I felt your electricity. Go ahead.
But say for instance, I get out there
That was
and you don't say anything the whole time, and then do I have to hump him to get you to talk?
The humping comes later, but
Yeah, that comes later.
yeah.
But say for instance, I go out there, I
Absolutely
start
not.
recording country bands, or even whether there's a rapper in town somewhere
Right.
like that. I start putting those videos on the site, right? Not only do you get the people that normally follow those guys around to those venues, to coming to the site for that, but they might say, "Oh, what's this band?" or "What's this?" So it can really try to intermingle, fans together to try to get more exposure for everybody.
Right.
Because one of the biggest things, you go to the rock shows, most of the time, depending on, like you said, venues are very cliquey. You pretty much see the same people
Right.
from one venue to the other. You don't really see new faces coming in very often. So it's like the same folks coming to support, which is awesome. They're supporting, but you need to try to do something to get new faces in there, new people to see them.
Right.
And there's no other way to do that but to start to bridge genres so you can get other people in. Because it's not most of the time. Oh, you have something.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
I was at Whiskey's last night, and there was a country band. They were pretty good, dude.
Okay.
Southern Charm, wasn't it? Was it Southern Charm that played last
Some
night?
country
Roscoe.
thing.
What was it?
Roscoe.
Roscoe.
Was it?
Is that the one with Big Dan Winterland? Is it?
Yeah.
See, he's a buddy of ours, dude.
See,
Went to school with him.
talk to
Oh,
them
yeah.
people,
Yep.
and then they got friends in the same genre, and once you start working with them, then you kind of work with the people in that genre, and then, acoustic.
Yeah.
Let me throw this in there.
Web.
Let me throw
Yeah.
most venues in town are kind of genre specific. Whiskey's is not. So when I approached Christy about doing the 815 Local Jive live shows, that's the idea. We want to mix it up.
Right.
I'm talking to Joey Columbine, hip hop guy, but he throws in a little bit of that metal in there, dude.
Right.
Joey Columbine's a cool ass dude. I want to get him into Whiskey's. Talking about Big Dan Winterland. There's another option there. We haven't made those contacts yet, but we will. We got other friends too, dude. Whiskey
Right.
Train.
Right.
I don't know if those guys have played Whiskey's. Jason Benny, Whalebone.
I don't think he's ever played it either.
So there's people that we can get in contact with who we will be getting in
Right.
contact with. I don't think we can throw a death metal group in with a country group.
No, it's got to be somewhat genre
Similar.
specific.
Right.
Right.
We can mix it up to an extent, but one night's just gonna be fucking nuts if I had my way with it. So
Right.
Well, if I had my way with one night, it would be like the damn Super Bowl halftime show half the time. But that's just would be ridiculous and way too much money that we don't have any of. So it's okay.
We want to make it fun for everybody. We're talking about doing themes, I mean everything, and there's going to be giveaways, and that's where the bands like you guys talking about going in the studio. I mean giveaways. Get your shit out there.
Right.
And we do want to put you with. I'm going to start bringing in Chicago bands. I'm going to start bringing in Wisconsin bands. I'm talking to a couple of bands like Davenport area. And you have to do the piggyback system.
Right.
Unless you're doing an invasion, which we're going to do. We will do more of those.
Right.
With Corey Rock, Chicago Metal Rocks. Love you. Talking to a lot of people. Metal Alliance, War Brigade, Yvonne Loveland. She's got her foot in the door in St. Louis. So, I mean, there's people that I'm talking to.
It can only get bigger from here, obviously.
Well, and here's the thing. I'm opening the door to them to get bands in this way with the hopes that we can get some of our bands out. That's what I want to do. That's my biggest thing with 815 Local Jive.
Right. Excellent. Going forward, obviously, I mean, you guys have pretty much laid out what you want for the future. Where do you guys see yourselves a year from now? Besides sitting on a couch and getting interviewed.
We want to make this a business.
Yeah.
We want it to pay the bills.
Right.
And we're not going to be able to do that here. All right? And I'm not saying this like we're going to try to screw over people we don't know, but a lot of what we've done so far has been because of the camaraderie and the buddy bands.
Right.
This is fun to me, dude, but I'm not making any money doing this shit.
Right.
I want to make money eventually.
But we don't want to take anything from the bands, though.
Right. I mean,
that's one thing we got to make very clear. We're not taking anything from the bands.
Right.
Unless we do something
not yet.
specifically.
Right.
Like if you guys want, like
Electronic press kit.
Yeah, or like a music video, then yeah.
Well, that is something that is definitely a service you can offer to bands that are willing to pay for it. Obviously, none of the bands in this area, original bands, let's just say original hard rock, heavy metal bands, we're not in this for money. We don't get paid shit as it is. You guys all know that. What you're doing at this point, just the fact of putting spotlights on bands that you guys know, and it's not a favoritism thing. They are some of the buddy bands or whatever, but you're still putting live performances or shows on YouTube that anyone can see across the world. YouTube is the biggest social media outlet there is a great service, and I think what you guys are doing right now is a good thing, and then eventually it will come into where you guys are making money, and hopefully too. I think once, this is just my opinion, just for what you guys got going on. I think once people outside of our genre sees, holy shit, Rockford's got a really solid hard rock metal brotherhood that sticks together, they'll have to pick up on it and maybe come into the fold and promote Rockford music. Period, as a whole.
You just kind of raised the point because there have been people, of course, there's the haters, the people that want to talk shit, right? And there was somebody specifically talking shit about 815 Local Jive and the As One thing and how we only promote the buddy bands. It's not about just promoting the buddy bands. It's not about promoting our friend's band. That's where I like to say they are the participating bands. They are the ones, if Patchwork's playing a show, you come out to see us. You come out to see us. They are the ones that are showing the support. So, I mean, for the people that say that we only promote, sponsor, advertise buddy bands, fuck you, bullshit. They are the participating bands. They are the ones showing the support back.
Plain and simple, they're buddy bands for a reason.
Yes.
You don't owe me anything. I don't owe you anything. We don't owe anything. We come out and support each other's shows. Because, and then we bring our friends. And that's what makes the scene as strong as it is. It doesn't matter. Like I said, I don't owe you anything. Even with the As One, that shit's not supposed to happen. Everyone thinks it's preconceived that, other bands can't get along. And we proved everybody wrong with it.
Yeah.
I honestly believe that. So hopefully people will just lay their bullshit aside, even though a lot of people can't, outside of, the whole, you guys are awesome, but you guys suck behind their back. Even outside of our genre, hopefully they will see what you guys are presenting to them and giving them just an outlet. I mean, like I said, you're not making any money off this stuff. You obviously want to at some point, but why not shoot a promo? Why not have a country band come and sit on this couch and just put a video out for them?
I'm all for it.
You know, that's something that...
And that's, dude, honestly, I mean, that's where As One is very helpful.
Right.
You got to understand that the 20-plus members of As One, majority of them are in heavy metal bands. Mm-hmm. But when you come to see an As One show, you're going to see Stevie Wonder, Ray Charles,
Country.
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Right.
Yeah, we're playing, Johnny Cash. We're all over the...
Junior. I mean, it's all over the place.
And that was my big thing at Breastfest. We went from, Johnny Cash to Metallica.
Right.
Where else are you going to see that?
Nowhere. Absolutely.
So, I mean, As One, I think the name itself and what we do can kind of bridge that gap. I mean, we're not trying to be genre specific. It's just that's where the support's coming from.
Gotcha. In closing, got any questions before they take off here? You've been an amazing co-host here.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely great. I am so glad that you were here with me.
I'm pretty proud of that. Zach,
Yeah, what? Hi.
as far as like the editing and everything goes, I've seen what you do and the hours you spend on it. What got you started in working with video as opposed to, just like watching midget porn and stuff?
Actually, that was you watching the midget porn, remember?
And he filmed you watching.
That's a whole nother show.
That's actually a quick, funny story. He wanted a copy of this one movie. I'm not going to say which one it was, and
What the hell are you talking about?
I found the nastiest, raunchiest midget porn I could find.
Oh, yeah.
And I had the the DVD autoplay right at one of the worst scenes that where it was. I gave it to him. He's like, "Thank you." And he took it home with his girlfriend and popped it in. And
Oh, God.
You made babies?
No. No.
well, actually, your question though.
It was like, put it in, and I'm like, yeah, go watch this kick-ass movie. What the fuck? Ooh. Yeah, that was not cool, dude.
The episode that we lost where we had Erik Kappen and Jesse Davis here, Erik brought up the birds and the bees.
I did?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You had to teach Zach.
Oh God.
Oh, yeah.
Oh God.
I don't know if I want to even know about
Yeah, the
this.
sex ed talk.
Yeah, he held up a plunger and a Hustler magazine.
It wasn't a plunger.
And he asked Zach, he said, which one is the vagina? Zach didn't know.
Oh, whatever, dude.
No. It was a TV antenna, one of the pull-out things. And I was like, look here.
Vagina.
This is a clitoris. This is a boob. This is a nipple.
This is from clitoris to boob?
He just went around the whole thing, and yeah.
Wow.
I didn't start at like the most. I didn't start down.
You were liquored up, dude. You don't remember?
You actually knew
half
where the clitoris was?
Yeah, I showed him it was like
Wow,
the little man in
good
the
for
boat.
you. Yes.
You know where to find it?
I told him, you gotta try to lick that guy out of the boat.
Those things are tricky, man. They like to hide on you.
Yeah, you lick him to the left and he goes popping to the right. Motherfucker.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm so glad I asked you if you had any questions. So, in closing, what do you guys got anything to say in
It's
closing?
his turn.
What you got? Go ahead. Go for it.
Oh.
Chris doesn't talk much, if you want to.
Well, you never answered my question. Like, what
Well,
got you started?
actually, you know the answer to the question. It was all whenever you and I would play video games together, I'd record them and make music videos.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And you always said I was badass at that. And then one day when you guys were coming back from your hiatus, you were like, I think you got a hold of Jesse
Made
Davis.
music
and you were like,
videos out of video games. How'd you do that?
You put music over video games and
Yeah, just record it off the screen recorder and just put it up on old
Yeah,
Windows
actually-
Movie Maker, and that was like.
You actually edited scenes
Yeah.
and everything to match up where it's at the song or type of thing. Okay, gotcha.
Well, you need to pay
Same thing.
attention. All right. A lot of people don't notice this shit, but like he did the Breastfest recap video. And I want you guys all to go home and watch it. All right. This dude does
Is
a
it
lot of
on 815 Local Jive's
Yes, it is.
YouTube channel? Check it out.
YouTube.com/815 local jive.
Actually, is that one on there?
Yeah, it is. It is.
I thought I put it on the Breastfest. I made a YouTube channel just for Breastfest for all the footage I'm going to put up on there. Which, if they're already working on it, I guess I need to actually put them up there. But I thought I put it on there.
A lot of people don't pick up on it, man, but if you watch those videos, I mean, he takes a lot of time with, like, it's an L.O.C. song playing. And there's certain rhythms and beats in the song. He's syncing up video like a girl's boob shaking. Or what I really thought was cool, and if you pay attention to it, especially in that video, every time Timmy sings in the song, somebody's saying something or somebody's putting a mic up to their mouth. So the country guy with the cowboy hat, whatever fucking band that was playing, it's the L.O.C. song, it's Timmy singing, but every time that guy brings a mic up, it looks like he's actually singing. So it's right. That kind of stuff that he puts the time
very
into.
Detailed.
Yeah.
Just paying attention.
So when you watch that stuff, man, look for that, because I mean he does a good job with that.
Very creative.
Absolutely.
Is that your closing statement?
Yeah, I guess that would be my closing statement. I don't even remember what I said now, but it's okay.
It's all right. It's on video.
Yeah, I'll look at it later.
All right. Well, cool. This is the first time that you guys actually.
I didn't.
Jesus.
Fuck.
Go ahead.
God damn.
You've been talking most of the time. Your closing statement has been the whole interview.
I just want to say.
Are you gonna take a nap?
Just wake me up when he's done. No, I'm just kidding.
We are gonna continue supporting the participating bands in the Rockford local scene, and we're looking to branch out into Chicago, Wisconsin, possibly St. Louis area, Davenport area. Hopefully this becomes a little more religious, where we're on time. We don't have like 3-month gaps.
Well, then my computer went down, so that was a big gap. I can't edit anything on a computer, so
a little more consistent.
Yeah,
Okay.
Every 2 weeks.
Word.
Every 2 weeks.
But yeah, I mean, keep an eye out, man. I mean, Rockford music scene's pretty badass, and we are definitely gonna do our best to expose the best of, and that is our mission. Whether it's metal, country, hip hop, whatever.
Right.
That's our goal. And I am Uncle Chris. Welcome to 815 Local Jive. That's my closing statement.
All right, cool. Well, it's kind of a treat to have you guys come and sit down and explain yourselves and what you've been doing this whole time. And thank you, Uncle Chris, for being here.
Thank you.
Zach, Kappen,
Thank you.
make it happen. Erik, Kappen, sitting in, my co-host. Very good job.
Thank you.
I'm JG from the OG. 815 Local Jive.
Word.
Peace.
Peace.